Morning all. Okay, well actually afternoon. Let's try some puzzles. This is at chessworld.net on the play rated puzzles page. So I'm going to click start. Okay, so white to play. Intuitively, we've got some focus on G7 here. We've got some interesting, very interesting forcing moves. And in fact, I think I can see some stuff just based on forcing moves actually without even the intuitive step. But intuitively, yeah, we have got potentially dangerous resources here. These guys, this one in particular, can take part, I think, for a completely winning combination. In fact, I used the same tactic in one of my online games just yesterday. I think I can see it. Can you? If I give you 5 seconds, there's a very deadly set of forcing moves in this position. Okay. Check even the most outrageous looking. The condition is not how they look like emotionally, like if they look outrageous or completely dumb. There's no such thing. If they are basically an if-then, you should be checking them as a discipline. All if-thens basically need to be checked. So you're really forcefully transitioning your position to another one. So an outrageous one is Queen G6. Yeah, if King H8, there was Queen H6, mate, that pin, and we can actually invoke that pin here with Rook takes H6. It's a pretty cute one. What game was that? Nice finish. And I think we will be able to finish off the computer. I think it's so clear-cut, it doesn't matter how strong the computer is. I don't think we're going to have trouble. But how just get some pointers also, how do we get such an attacking position in our own games? So Richard Reti playing white, so he didn't play actually the Reti opening, which is named after him. He was one of the leading hypermodernists and basically popularised like the Reti opening, which is knight f3. But in this game, he was playing e4, quite an aggressive game it seems by him, building up the pieces until a very nice, wow, this is very, very nice combination. To see this from here, after Queen G3, to see it from here, knight takes E5, beautifully done. Absolutely beautiful game. Maybe this is one of Reti's most interesting games. It'll be interesting to check the popularity of this game generally, if it's in people's collections, for example, on other sites. But here, yeah, beautiful game. And if we play the computer, we're going to slaughter it. I'm confident, even Garbo Chess, I think this finishes things. Not too much for the computer to think about. And let's change sides. I'm sure the computer will pick up on it. So I'll flip the board and we'll play a move of black. Yeah, it picks up on it. Yep. Okay, pretty clear cut, as that shows. So let's go on to the next puzzle. Very, very clear cut, that one. Okay, black to play here. Alright, instinctively, nothing too much actually, instinctively. There's some loose pieces actually though. Instinctively there's some loose pieces. That's something which our vision as human beings, we should check. Anything visually that you can check and get insight from just visually without any reference to anything more concrete is good. So there's a loose rook here, there's a bishop here. There's potentially weak light squares. If we can exchange off the light square bishop, that knight, there's a potential check here with that knight. This bishop seems hemmed in. I'm curious, yeah, this looks pretty curious actually at the moment. What sort of thing this could be about. Very, very interesting what this could be actually about. As soon as we move the knight, there's a check. So if we start looking at particularly forcing moves, prioritized forcing moves based on things, like, and no loose rook, we can look at knight takes. I don't think this is doing too much. Rook takes, rook takes. Mind you, after queen takes, no, I'm not seeing too much there. Intriguing. Okay. this is rather intriguing. I'm not sure it's going to be that easy, actually, by the looks of things. Don't really know. Yeah, I mean, the pieces here seem pretty locked in. And the queen's pretty stuck. The bishop's pretty stuck. Okay, we can move the knight somewhere. I think... Is it to do with knight takes? Let's examine this. Rook takes, bishop takes. Sorry, knight takes, rook takes, queen takes. In that position, say bishop takes, knight d3 check. I can't see this is... unless, hang on, king d1, there's bishop g4 check there. Queen takes g4. This is very far-fetched. Knight f2, winning the queen. This is very, very far-fetched. I wonder. It's not even the correct move. If we start off with this, to weaken d3, okay. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I'm not seeing anything at the moment too convincing. Wow. It's not knight f5, is it? Hitting that bishop. Oh. I'm just running e4. Ah, bishop c3. We liberate the bishop. Instinctively, we can liberate the bishop and cause damage with bishop c3 and bishop e5, I think. So in this position, we can cause damage with e4, opening up the bishop, which is not the correct move. I thought for a moment... bishop c3 and bishop b5. Okay, running out of time now. And if we take then for e4, is that better? Okay, we can play now knight d3 check. How dangerous is this? Oh, we got rook g2. Is that what we're throwing in? Or queen e5 for b2? Oh. Well, it's quite deep in here. Take. G5, try and get into f4. Okay, gonna run out of time on this one. Queen d5 gives queen c5. Knight b2 gives some other stuff. Running out of time. No, it's too far. It's too far in to get right. Too far in. Nope. Okay, I'm running. I've run out of time. All right. It's an interesting position here. Even here, I wonder. Okay, so let's see. Knight f5. It's too long, this combination. This combination is just too long. So opening up, well, going to open up the bishop. Then knight d3, queen e5. Oh, that does mean queen f4 is actually threatening mate. Yeah, that increases. That means queen f4 is made available. Yes. I'm wondering how crunching this would be against computers. So John Spillman on the receiving end actually in 1978. Let's actually try this then against. Okay, just briefly let's check the game pattern as well. So a quick e5 here. So Mac was doing stuff. It seems to be cramped, very cramped. So he comes up with this kind of liberating move, knight f5. Yeah, it did liberate his position for an attack. a4, and then queen f4 mate. I don't know about the computer. It's gonna. Okay, so if we play the black pieces, this I'm not sure. I'm really not sure I'm going to be beating the computer from here with this magic combinatory solution. But let's give it a shot. Yeah, Queen H3, Knight D3. And yeah, it's probably improved on this game because it stopped actually Rook G2. I don't know how does it. Yeah, but does the computer? This is the question. This is another question though. Does the computer come out if we try and play an innocuous move? Would the computer play this Knight F5? No, the move I've played actually created a weakness. I don't think there's any move I can play actually which I can try Rook. Anything's going to change the nature of the position. Yeah, it's in development yet. We need to be able to just prompt the computer to start from here. I don't think it's going to find Knight F5, right? Okay, it's not very clear cut, this one. A very big contrast to the first puzzle. Alright, white play here. Alright, I can see instinctively. Very dangerous pawn here. F-file. Yeah, this knight can pounce onto G6. That's maybe that's an important check to look out. Now if we prioritise from this, Queen doesn't seem to be that relevant just yet. The rook's loose, the knight's loose. We can hit the rook with tempo, actually with Knight D5. Aha. And also we can hit it with Queen D2. There's also Knight D5 to C7 at minimum. I'm wondering, Knight D5 is really, really, really tempting. Can we not stop just with Knight D5, I wonder? Because it also opens up that pawn. Apparently not. Oh, I think I've seen something, a forcing move, yeah, in this position. I've just realised the significance of a forcing move, which creates a kind of weakness of the last move, which means that the other thing intuitively noticed about the rook can also be exploited en route. In fact, I could change the move order on what I've just seen to make it even more potentially deadly. I think it's pretty deadly now. Yeah. So, yeah, the loose rook on E3 and a certain forcing move can come into full here. Okay, I'm thinking it's Queen F2. I was thinking originally Knight G6 and then Queen F2, but why not Queen F2 first? The rook, if the rook moves, then we bang out Knight takes G6. HG, Queen H4, but what if Rook E4 there? Then that Knight G6, the Rook's holding at H4, so hold on a sec. Queen F2, Rook E4. Wonder, what about just Queen H4 there? Alright, that makes it a little bit tricky, the fact that the Rook can defend H4. Is Queen F2 ruled out? Rook E4, Queen H4, Rook F4. Well, it still seems pretty deadly. I'm going to try this. So I'm thinking Queen H4 is okay, not Knight G6. I assume not Knight G6. But Queen H4 here threatens Knight G6 mate simply. So what is Black doing about that? And it's not the correct move. Okay, it's not the correct move. Okay, let's look at Knight G6 again. Am I missing something about that? HG. Oh, no. I'm just wondering about Rook E1, just trying to tempt the Rook away and then Knight G6. Rook E1 might be interesting. I mean, when I say might, I mean Queen C4, Queen H4. If Rook E1, Knight G6 would win the Queen on C4. I mean, it looks pretty strong, this Rook E1. as well. And it's not the right move. Just as a sanity check, this can't be it, right? I'm just sanity check there. Okay. Same theme though of knight g6. What about rook c3 for knight g6? Play rook c3 here. It's got the same kind of theme. Also, queen f3. Hold on, queen f3. Yeah, so there's two ideas. I'm running out of time. Rook c4, queen f3. Both of which are not it. It's tricky. Yeah. What was actually played then? Oh dear. Is it just knight e6 for f8? I wonder. Because actually, there's This is dangerous as well. But I've run out of time basically. Knight g7, queen f6, rook c3. Oh, I've solved it. With 4 seconds to go. Yeah, no, I of course I'm cheating there, trying out things. But no, it's kind of within the rules of this system. You can try out things, but it's because of that strict time limit. It's okay. So queen f2. I mean, there's a lot of tactics going on here. So if the rook just moved, we've got knight g6 as an example. But the thing is, the rook can stop this. With rook e4. So knight g6 is protecting h4, right? So, pardon me. So I was thinking like lure the rook away, and then we've still got knight g6 because it's very, very forcing this to get a mate here. Now, okay, what game was this? Kruzenko. Okay, let's all right. Let's have a quick look at the game. Grunfeld. Quick look at the game while we're here. How did he get that position, basically? It looked pretty good there, yeah. So piece sack here for knight f4. And then that, yeah, it's king is immortal danger. But can we actually beat the computer from here? This is a very different question. I'm going to see. So queen f2, computer takes, stopping knight g6 and that. Okay, but so we play knight e6, threatening f8. So that's pretty forced actually, because the threat was f8. Taking here, it's pretty forced. King didn't have much else to go. If on f8, I think it was horrible because of a check, and then we can win the queen. So swinging the rook. Well, you see, there is a resource here, rook h5, but I think it doesn't entirely. Oh, there's another one. Whoops. Okay, no, but this is winning for white. This is clearly winning for white. I'm happy to take white here against the computer. You can take the rooks off here. I'm going to smash the rooks off. Well, I was winning before losing the pawn. I'm still winning here. So I'm happy with that. Does the actual computer find that solution? Try and do an innocuous move with black. That's a little bit tricky, but we'll try rook here. It finds knight e6 immediately, not bothering with queen f2. That is really dangerous as well, I suspect. If stay here, queen f2 there. Yeah, and I think it's going to be playing f8. Oh, and there's a nice mate pattern here as well. It's yes, highlighted. So yeah, this looks good immediately. Knight e6 as well. I think I'm gonna put an alteration. Oh, I can do it here actually. I think. does it find queen f2? Let's have double the time. Actually, it does go to queen f2. Maybe this could just be a a combo box in thousandths of a milliseconds. So I think it's going to find the combination totally. Knight e6 looks like, yeah, I think 3000 just for very interactive, but so knight e6, yeah, it's crunching this position, isn't it? It's absolutely, it's murderous. Okay, maybe that can be better as a or maybe it's okay as it is. Maybe a combo box there. But anyway, okay, I hope you enjoyed today's selection of 3 puzzles. Okay, interesting game there. Queen f2 was the one to kick things off, but yeah, there's some hidden threats here, like knight g6, queen h4 mating, but this is a piece sack, very interesting dynamic piece sack in that game. Okay, comments, questions, likes, appreciated. Thanks very much.